Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about a look that I posted on my Facebook and Instagram that people really liked it and asked me how I did it, so I'm just here to showing it to you guys. I used this Bobbi Brown vitamin C or E kind of moisturizer and primer. It's 2-in-1. I love it. Leaves my skin really hydrated and glowy. I went then with this Dior highlighter. I'm going really extra with the glow, guys. So I just went with the same brush that I applied to moisturizer and primer from Bobbi Brown and spread this all over my skin. This has like the champagne-ish shade to it, goldenish, so to say. And then I went in with my favorite foundation from Fenty Beauty. This is for the dry skin people, at least worked very well on my skin. I just used one pump. You don't need that much when you want a really nice natural look. And I just went with my beauty blender to blend everything out. As a concealer, I went in with the Dior Forever Skin Corrector. This is the exactly same shade from my skin. I just used it to conceal my under eye circles, and I didn't go very heavy on it. And since I wanted a little bit of light underneath my eyes, I used this Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat, sorry for my French, concealer, just to brighten it up a bit so that it didn't look one shade only. Of course, the bronzer and contour would help with that. And talking of it, this is the Dior contour stick. This is not the perfect shade to contour, but it's dark enough for my skin. So I went all over my face, on the outer sides of my face, of course, a bit of my nose. I usually actually don't do much of a nose contour, but I feel like it does a difference. I put underneath my lips just to try to give a little bit more volume. I use this really precise brush from Primark. I think it's from Primark, and I like it because it's really precise and it just doesn't spread the product too much, but it blends them very well. Again, beauty blender to make sure everything is nice and blended. I use this Chanel bronzer. Supposedly is a universal shade. I don't agree with it, but it's nice for my skin and for some skin tones. I don't say for everybody. I use that a lot on my forehead. That's why I'm smiling, because I have a huge forehead and I know it. So I just took the excess out of my brush and then went again in it just to blend everything and make it look as natural as possible. Of course, you can tell that I'm wearing makeup. I don't do miracles, but the less it looks like, the better. Just take the time to blend everything. And again, going with what are we doing next? I think it's the blush, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god, it took too long to blend this. To be quite honest, creamy products, it's actually pretty easy to blend. I went with this Fenty Beauty blush. I went at first with a little bit, and then I don't know why I went overboard with it, like a lot. I tried to blend it out with the same brush. This is a Real Techniques brush. You will see, yeah, too much. You can see in my face that I know it was too much. I tried to go with the beauty blender, and then I used the same brush that I used for my foundation just to try to tone it down. It worked kind of, but afterwards everything will be set on the face and it will look a little bit less crazy. I used the other side of the stick from Dior. Didn't do much. I think it's actually a bit darker for me, but I did it anyways and blended out with the beauty blender. I didn't need it though. My skin was glowy enough, but I'm just used to it. Again, with the same bronzer from Chanel, I went with a blending brush and just went into my crease, basically actually my whole eye with it, blended nicely, and in this eye you can see better the shade. And if you want to darken up a bit, I went with the sticky contour from Dior. You can go with any shade you want, and I went in the outer corners. The good thing with the creamy products, you can always repair anything you do. Mascara, I didn't do my brows, so I just went a bit with it on it. And before you set everything with powder, make sure you go with a nice sponge and go in the eyes, in the whole face, and then set everything with powder. I use a Laura Mercier one, but I use a really lightened hand. It was really soft. Imagine you picking up a feather. It's the same thing with your brush. Went with the M.A.C Studio Fix setter, and then I used this Fenty gloss. This is the result, but in my picture I used a red lipstick, so I picked up the one that I used, which is the Too Faced Melted Liquid Lipsticks in Lady Balls. This is a final product, the final result, so to say. I really like it. This is one of my everyday looks without the lipstick, even though red lipstick it's my favorite. So don't forget to like and comment and follow me on my social media. Thank you so much. Bye.